What's going on, guys? It's Matthew here with Gadget University, and today I have a comparison between two skins. Now, these are skins that manufacturers have applied to their phones to kind of differentiate themselves from their carriers, from their competitors, I'm sorry. Now, on the right, I have the Motorola Atrix 4G with AT&T. Motorola uses a skin called MotoBlur. So it's still the Android operating system, but it has a little bit of differences that Motorola has installed on here to kind of make it a little bit different. And on the left, I have the HTC Thunderbolt with Verizon. This is running HTC's custom skin called the HTC Sense. Now, it has a little bit of different features and different options for you, but I'm going to go through and compare a couple things to let you guys know the differences and the benefits of each. First things first, let's start off with the keyboard. Now, MotoBlur has a special keyboard installed. It is a full QWERTY keyboard, and let's go to HTC's keyboard as well. Now, if you look on the keyboard options, the two keyboards, they're both pretty similar. Now, in my use, I've liked the HTC Sense keyboard. This is the one that's on the left. I've liked that virtual keyboard a lot better. It's very, very spacious, and it also has very good predictive text. I think I just mistype a lot of words, and it'll automatically pick up and correct it for me. Now, with that being said, the MotoBlur keyboard is not that bad either. Both of these keyboards are better than the stock Android keyboard. These two keyboards are very great. You always have options to access the settings and things like that. Now, if you see right here on the left, HTC has a keyboard that allows you to actually navigate through menus. So if you wanted to, you could actually use the keyboard to go up and down and left and right. Also, you see it has a backspace key and enter key rather than a delete key. So it kind of has a little bit of differences as far as the layout, but it does offer some more functionality. You see I can access the symbols directly from the keyboard right here. Now with this, I would have to click on the settings button, then I get it over here. So symbols are on the right on the HTC keyboard, and symbols are on the left on the MotoBlur keyboard. So it's all about how you think and what's easier for you. Through my usage, I did like this a lot better. Next thing I wanted to show you guys is the widgets. Now, HTC is very known for their widgets. You have a lot of functionality. Let me put the MotoBlur down for a moment. And you basically, to add a widget on your home screen, you're just going to press and hold, and then you're presented with several options. Now, you still get the typical Android widgets, but you also get additional widgets from HTC. Let's look at the Twitter widget. See how you can, this is how your Twitter can look. You can do it like this, or you can do a half screen widget. Let's see, a photo album. You can show a picture like this, and you can also, you don't have to have this girl. You can put whatever you want. But let's see what else. Mobile instant messaging widget. You can actually have a widget that will show like your Yahoo, AIM, and MSN Messenger conversations right on your screen, which is very cool. I don't use it, but it's still pretty neat. Your mail widget. This shows like a quick snapshot of what you have in your mailbox, and it'll actually show you a short excerpt of the actual email. You can do it like this if you wanted to, or you can do it like this where it just shows the subject line and the person that is sending it. Also, you have Friend Stream. This is like an aggregation of your Facebook and Twitter accounts. It just shows everybody's status updates. You can do a full screen widget, or you can do a half screen widget as well. You got Footprints, which is basically HTC's application where you can take pictures and then geotag the picture, and kind of like a walking journal, scrapbook kind of thing. Also the clocks. HTC is very famous for their clocks. They have about 12 different clocks that you can put on your home screen. They're all pretty cool, very stylish. Let's go through some of them. You have a little analog clock. You have the typical flip clock with the weather on the bottom, which everybody likes. You have the world clock, so you can have it as your home or your current time zone. A little small, tiny clock for those who like that. And other various clocks that show the time in the hands in different ways. So I mean, it's all, you got a lot of options when it comes to widgets on here. Calendar widget is very cool. You can show it like this. It'll categorize everything. So if you have multiple calendars, you can see the different colors to categorize them. You can also have just a little short task list. Bookmarks, all your bookmarks that you have in your browser, you can actually show them directly on the home screen, so you can just select it directly from there. Let's see here. That's pretty much it for the widgets. I can't say what I like the most. I would probably give the widget category over to Motorola Blur, and you'll see why. If you look at their widgets, they're very small. They're very neat. They're kind of cut down a little bit. You see, you have a calendar widget, which is also color coded if you want it to be. On the left, you see, you have a little note-taking widget, which I love. You have a post widget, so you could click here and update your statuses. Also, just like the friend stream on HTC Sense, MotoBlur has something similar to that, but you see how small and precise it is? It shows a little short picture of the person and a little update. And I think that's very cool. It's very nice to look at. It's not intruding on your home screen. See right here, these are all my status updates from my friends that I'm following on Twitter and Facebook. So it does little things like that I like that are a lot better. It's much neater. You see right here, you can actually you can resize them as well. You know, certain widgets offer resizing. This one does not, for example. But you can basically kind of make it your own, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. One of the also things you have is you have a little contact widget. Now you can do this on HTC Sense. I did not show you that, but I like the way these look better. I can show you real quick actually. Shortcut. People. Okay, like this is the people widget for HTC. See how big it is? You can do it like this too, where it shows their status updates. Then you got this right here. Now with this one in here, you see you can do it where you can specify a certain phone number you want to show. It shows their Facebook or Twitter picture if you want. Also, you can resize it. So I could actually drag it down and it'll show more of their information. It'll show like another number, an option to maybe send a text or send an email. Depends on what type of information you have stored for them. Other than that, they all pretty much serve the same purpose. They all have a toggle switch widgets where you can toggle your GPS, airplane mode, Wi-Fi, brightness, Bluetooth, stuff like that. They just look a little bit different. Overall, I like the way MotoBlur has theirs set up. I like their widgets, how they're all squared off and they're very kind of precise and very small. HTC Sense has a very, very large widgets, and I don't know if that appeals to everybody, but me personally, I don't like it. Now, let me talk about the launcher. The launcher is basically this. This is your launcher. Your launcher is basically your whole phone icon. This bottom part right here, and just kind of like the whole interface. And not the widgets, not what's on the screen, but the whole interface on your home screen. Now, you see how fast I'm scrolling through my menu? That doesn't really that's not a good representation of how fast the device is. It's really more how fast the launcher is set to scroll through your screens. But HTC's launcher by default is a very, very fast scrolling launcher. You see Motorola has like a kind of a transition effect. It's kind of slower. And it's not that it's a slower phone, it's just the way they have their launcher set up. Also, you have little features like this on HTC Sense where you can take your fingers and go like that, and you can see a quick snapshot of all your home screens. With Motorola, you don't have anything like that. You know, you do have this little quick jump at the bottom. You kind of jump between screens, which is very cool. So they have a different method of jumping between screens. You can do it like this. Or you can just scroll like normal. Or with this, you can scroll and then just touch like that. So it's a little bit different, but it's to each his own. Also, you see on the bottom, to access your applications on MotoBlur. Let me switch the phones back around. To access the applications on MotoBlur, you press this, you see your launcher. On HTC Sense, you actually have it on the left-hand side, and it shows you your app drawer, And your phone stays up the whole time. So when I click on this, you see it covered, my whole screen is now my app drawer. With this, I'm actually able to still see my app drawer button, bring it back down, and hit the phone. And if I wanted to customize my home screen, I could as well, or add new widgets. Directly from your home screen, you can just, with the touch of a button, you can add new widgets and customize it just like you want to. On MotoBlur, you cannot. These right here are not changeable on either platforms, so you cannot change the phone button, the app drawer button, or the contact button. So it's a little bit of limited functionality there. You can always download third-party launchers like Launcher Pro or ADW Launcher from the Android market, and you can get more customization. But other than that, it's what you see is what you get as far as MotoBlur goes. You can't change anything around. You can't change the colors, the color schemes, or anything like that. However, with HTC Sense, you have this little paint button down here, and you can go to Skin, and it offers several different themes that you can change your home screen to look like. So that's one of the cool things about it is you can kind of tweak it to how you like it. Also, they have different scenes. You can specify if you want like a work scene, if you want like a social stream where it just shows a lot of social widgets. If you have like a work type one where it shows all your calendars and things like that. So it has a lot of different things you can do. And you can also click on Get More, and then it'll have you sign into the HTC Sense website, and you can download different scenes. Last but not least is also just functionality. Little things like when you're on a phone call, you can actually end the phone call from the top part. You can both do that on both platforms, so they're pretty much even there. One of the things I like about HTC Sense is that if somebody gives you a call, you can flip your phone upside down and it automatically goes to speaker mode. Or you have your phone down and it rings, you pick it up and it starts to lower the volume of the ring. Little things like that make HTC Sense a overall better experience as far as third-party skinning goes. Now, this is the old version of the MotoBlur. There is a new one coming out for the Gingerbread updates. So I will be doing another review and comparison once that comes out. But as of right now, this is what's out for MotoBlur. So I wanted to give you guys a good outline of what you can expect. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This is Matthew here with Gadget University. I hope you enjoyed it. Have any questions? Let me know. Peace.